Southeast Asia is bracing for hazy conditions as Indonesia battles an increased number of wildfires this year. The dry season is intensifying across the country and is expected to peak this month, mostly over Sumatra. Haze in the region due to forest fires has been a recurring problem over the past decades. The weather agency warns the country is expected to see less rainfall due to the El Niño weather phenomenon, which prolongs the dry season. This leads to a higher risk of wildfires and, in turn, worsens air pollution. Weather officials say the risk of forest fires is very high. The archipelago has seen around 490 land and forest fires so far, more than 3 times what was recorded last year. For neighbouring Malaysia, some parts of Penang and Sarawak recorded unhealthy air quality since early morning. Sarawak has stopped issuing permits for open burning. Authorities are asking people to cooperate to prevent the haze from worsening. Singapore says it's monitoring the situation closely. Professor Raja Sekar Balasubramaniam from the National University of Singapore looks at the effects haze can have on our health.
We have a very high population density. So we have nearly 800 million people living in Southeast Asia. We have a lot of pollution sources, including factories, automobiles, and other sources and so on. But on top of that, we have the transboundary smoke haze events. It could sort of exacerbate the known health-related issues, especially for people who suffer from bronchitis, asthma, and so on and so forth. But what we need at this point in time would be a combination of preventative actions and also proactive responses, which would mean that we should have increased cooperation between countries in this region in terms of exchanging information about the haze events and potential health impact. We have to really figure out what kind of remote sensing tools that we could use to figure out as to where the fires are taking place to make sure that the fires don't go out of control. That requires some satellite-based remote sensing monitoring to find out exactly where we have the hotspots, and then how prone wildfires are to happen.